starting to rain. a brand new Corvette. Let's see which way they're going. They're moving so fucking slow, I can't even tell. Somewhere around there, yeah. Dissipate? Yeah, pretty much. Just dissipate, then moving so fucking slow. 31 minutes. Alright, that's good enough. Let's do this. digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the trees over there. The filters are, trying to remember now, oh yeah, an HD sunglasses filter over a red sunglasses filter. Which kind of looks altogether greenish. But there are red tints to it too. I'm noticing something when working on the moon and doing these moon videos. I always used to say lights and shadows throughout my videos and everything, because it's very important to learn about the lights and shadows and how it all works, to see it visually. And the colors have always come into play as well. But I think I'm starting to get more, okay, the angles and distances of perspective. I realized some time ago how important that was. The lights and shadows, I realized how important that was for us visually to be able to take all this in. It's only accepting what we can see with our own eyes, accepting reality when we've been fed thousands of years of bullshit stories. So therefore it makes it difficult for any of us to truly awaken. We always awaken to new lies and more lies and all that shit. Anyway, so looking around on my own over the last 8 years, because nobody else is willing to fucking look. So as I'm doing these moon videos, a couple things I noticed actually. So I always use different color filters for going at the moon, not necessarily for extracting directly from the moon, because I'd like those to be clean without any filtration, because the filters take away clarity, and the true creator's work, everything is a collage. Everything is collage, just like you can see in these trees right here. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, over and over from the veil to the ground, and these trees are no different. And in the moon, being a black and white subject, I noticed over the years, anytime you bring different colors into it, and I'm starting to get the hang of it, like accidentally, of about a year ago, I started cropping with the light. If anybody watching my videos has paid attention, you'll notice throughout some of the series, all of a sudden I started cropping with the light rather than only cropping with the shadow. And the color of the light, I realized at some point, was also very important for certain images. Some images, I see more clarity with different color light and different color shadows. So if I have blue shadow instead of black shadow, and then I'm using, in other words, I use a cropping tool that's maybe blue or red or dark red, maroon, shit like that, right? So I'm going to start changing up my cropping tool colors instead of just using a black cropping tool. I thought the black cropping tool would be nice and simple, but I'm noticing something happening. I started noticing it a while ago, but then when I started putting my hand in the way, I used to not like putting my hand in here because my hand is not black, so it's not a black cropping tool. But I sometimes I get desperate and I'm out here and I want you to see something, so I'll go right up to something and I'll crop on some timelines and I'll show you some images, and sometimes I'll go like this. So I started noticing that there was a difference in the color and the way others are seeing it. See, I can't really rely on anybody coming in and commenting in the comments. I see it, Mike. I see it. I'm with you. I'm going to start extracting it. That's not going to happen. At least not yet. It hasn't happened in 8 years. Dean is probably the second one that's come in and admitted that he sees it. But I don't think I'm going to get, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I don't think Dean is going to go out and extract the imagery like I'm doing right now from the trees, because that's all I really need. I just need someone to throw a fucking camera up. All that's doing is it's showing that in the UK, in France, in United States, in Canada, all the people that have written over the last 8 years living in all these different countries, your trees, your clouds are going to be the same as mine. Your view to the moon is going to be the same as mine. But the thing is that the different positions of everything. And matter of fact, I should even be careful of even saying that, because when you look at the M.J. Namal Diaz series, when you look at that series and see the imagery and over his head, I don't know about his trees, I don't know about his rocks, because he did not understand, I don't think, what I was showing him. So therefore, when I was doing the series to him, um, I noticed a big difference in the imagery. It was more, I'll tell you what I noticed. No, the facial features, number one, the facial features were much more Eastern Indian facial features, which is very weird, because I looked in a lot of other fucking places and I never seen any. I looked specifically for that throughout different series. When somebody was sending me videos from the Philippines, I was looking for more Asian features in the imagery. They were sending me trees, clouds, and I think that was about it. And that's what they posted during that series. That was the West Coast Cat 2020 series. And and I could not find any differences. I didn't see any uptick or downtick. Maybe I was being biased at the time. I don't know. But during the M.J. Namal Diaz series, I did notice a difference, and I also noticed a difference in the amount of absence of feline, canine, rodent, ape, and beast. It was mostly human. The images were mostly human. I think maybe I got 4 or 5 different days out of his clouds that he posted that I went in on, something like that. But I'd never noticed that before over the last 8 years, except for his series. So there's a lot to be learned. There's a lot to be tested. Um, Back to what I was saying about noticing this in the moon with the colors. So I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to buy some different colored paper to use as cropping tools, and we'll see if we get something more out of it. I also noticed, since starting in on the moon, is the views. The amount of views has slowed back down again. So the amount of people that were coming to my channel and viewing the videos, as soon as um, I changed the filters and I started doubling and tripling my filters and working on the clouds, I noticed a pickup. It was a big pickup. I was averaging 5 new subscribers per week, and the views went up probably 3 to 4 times what they normally would be. So I'm looking for the reason for that. Was it the filters? That's what I'm putting together. So far, I'm just putting together that the more contrast I offer your eyes, the easier you guys will be able to see this. So I started getting into it. I started changing, which I'm doing even right now. I'm doubling and tripling my filters, which I've never done before. I did not like doubling, tripling the filters, because what it does is it takes away all the small details of all these images. Once I get this behind the computer, it won't keep blurring out like I'm doing now. Making it blurry by going in front of it, so I can crop behind the computer a lot easier and show you guys the images. But when I zoom in, I can get in on the smallest details, and you'll see that it's image within image within image within image within image within face within face within face within face. So when I'm doubling, tripling, quadrupling filters, I'm able to give you more contrast, and everyone's able to see the larger images better. But what happens is the thick filters drowned out all the smaller images. So when these smaller images, when I want to go in on them and show them to you, it's a lot harder with the thicker filters. The heavier the filter, the harder it is. Granted, also too, there's another thing that I've always noticed, and this has always happened, is everyone's eyes want to see things as up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in and out. It just comes natural for the humans. We've been lied to so drastically that we have a really hard time concepting that the true creators, builders, do not build according to up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in and out. We see these trees as grown up from the ground and grow up into the sky. That's not the way the builders build them, though. And you know that by going and looking. So what I do is I lock my camera so that as I'm flipping my camera around, I'm giving you guys a visual experience that everything is still up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in and out. And every once in a while, I will pull the camera out and then notify you, and you'll be like, oh, that's the top of the trees. So that's up. right? So in your mind, you're thinking this, you're not talking about it, you're not saying anything. It just comes natural. That's why I'm always pointing out to everyone to keep in mind, because that all these things are good evidence for what I'm telling you, that you can see for yourself. Because I don't want anyone, it's unnecessary. You don't have to take my word for any of this, because you can go see it for yourself. That's a fucking great thing, man. There's nothing else that we can say that about. Nothing. There's nothing. You tell me that, I'm telling you that zero and infinity are a false reality, and they're based on lies. Huge fucking damage to the human psyche using zero and infinity in our math for a lot of reasons, so many millions of different reasons. It's unbelievable. Every day it goes through my mind all these different reasons of why zero and infinity are so terrible for us. But anyone hearing that is not going to even go look, because that's all you have to do is go look for yourself. And if you go look for yourself, you go realize, holy shit. So there's one dude telling me the fucking truth about this. Not that my truth is any better than anyone else's lies, or my lies are any better than anybody else's truth. The point is, you can see it for yourself. If you go look at the true creator's work, you will see what I'm saying about the idea of zero. There's no such thing other than in the human concept. So therefore, if that ends up being the reality, which I know it is, but for you to know it is, because you need to know that it is. It can't be a belief. It can't just be listening to some douchebag on YouTube again, another fucking one, another asshole who's lying to you about everything also, just like everybody else, right? So what I'm telling you is go look for yourself. It doesn't get any better than that. You don't even have to take my interpretations of anything, nothing like that, because I know that what I'm telling you, the things that I'm telling you, I know they're truth and reality and based on reality. But I cannot ask everybody to consider everyone, the 7.8 billion zombie slaves, consider all of them a liar except me, right? It's fucking stupid. I've been a liar all my life too. I have to keep myself in check to make sure all my human concepts and the human lies that I was served up over my lifetime don't keep coming into play as I'm looking at all this. And that's, a kind of a struggle. You have to be strong in order to get over the idea that your parents, your grandparents, your teachers, everyone lied to me. Yeah. Wait a minute, I lied to myself all my life? Yeah, think about it. Sit back and think about it, and you'll realize, yeah, I did. I did. I'm a lying motherfucking human lying machine. So what do you expect, right? So that's what I'm explaining to you all is you have to go look at what it is I'm showing you, and you will see it all. It will all be known. Everything will be told to you, not with verbal tongue, not with the human tongue, but you will know it. So this all comes into play. I'm gonna go back at the moon. They're not letting me at the moon. That's why I went and used moon photos yesterday and did a video of the moon photos. But again, the views on the moons on moon videos is like a half. It's like half of what the views I get on cloud videos. And there's a reason for that. The cloud videos, you guys can take down any road you want. You can say that it's God. You can say that it's a matrix. You can justify these lies in your own minds with all of the lies you have learned all your life. You can justify it. So therefore, the cloud videos picking up because of the new filters, people were able to come in and still continue lying to themselves. When it comes to the moon, which is why the moon is heavy on my list of things that I like to show everyone, that we can all see with our own eyes the truth and the reality of things. We don't have to listen to the radio about their fucking blue moon that only going to happen 4 times a year, and an electromagnetic pull from the moon and pulls the oceans and all the stuff that actually has truth and reality in it, but based on lies of the heliocentric model. So it's very twisted. So rather than listen to all my twisted words defending reality that I'm doing, don't do that. Go look for yourselves. Go look for yourselves at what I'm showing you, and you will see it all. It don't get any better than this. But what happens is that the cloud videos or even the tree videos, that's how they got us for thousands of years. The person that's seen Jesus's face in the toast, they go on every channel. They make national news sometimes, right? Yeah, this guy's got a piece of toast and he sees Jesus's face in it. Some people are snickering, some people are laughing. Well, First of all, it has too much human influence, so I don't want to be bothered. But the same thing goes for the trees, the rocks, the clouds, right? I see the elephant in the clouds. No, you don't, you fucking liar. You see a shadow outline of something that looks like an. Why don't we get the reality? Why don't we really look and see what we really see? Because it's all faces. There is no body imagery. This is coming from someone who's showing you body imagery in the moon at this very moment, but I'm still telling you, just to keep it simple, faces only. Feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. No elephants. There's no fucking elephants anywhere. Show me the fucking elephant. I want to see it. Because it's not going to have any detail. It's not going to have any body imagery. It's not going to, there's no fucking trunks coming off of it. No, no, no. That's called using your imagination. That's called having a belief in your imagination. What I'm showing you is based on reality. We can all see it. It's all around us. Stay away from the toast with Jesus' face in it. Those were set up, and the reason why they allowed you to be on every channel all these years and for hundreds of years and thousands of years, because even back, go back 150, 200 years ago, and you found the toast with Jesus's face on it, or you found the potato with the president's face, right? They're going to make you famous. Some are going to laugh. Some are going to put you on a high pedestal so that others can laugh. But my point is that if what I'm showing you is so outlandish and so crazy, then why is it so drowned out? Why does YouTube, why did Facebook, for some nut job that's only showing you fucking images in the trees, right? Images in the clouds. Why do they always try to twist it and turn it? And if they can't twist it and turn it, like the dude that came in last month with the cloud art. Oh, is this some kind of cloud art? He's a fucking lying motherfucker. Fucking Asian motherfucker. No, it's not cloud art. There's no such thing as cloud art other than a human making art on a piece of paper or a piece of material, right? And draw out clouds or whatever. So what I'm showing is not cloud art. I'm just showing you angles and distances of perspective so you can see the true creator's work. I want you to understand the difference between the false creator / creator's work and the true creator's work, so you can see the difference in the relative division between the false creator / creator's work, because there is no division in the true creator's work. True creator's work is all one. We can all see all of this. So there's no need to keep arguing, debating, bickering. To me, I just think everyone's so full of shit. Anybody coming in arguing these ideas with me and calling it cloud art and shit like that, I don't have time to fucking play games anymore, man. I have not had time to play games for the last 8 years, but I had been figuring things out every year. So every year I learn more and more, just like right now. I always knew that the lights and shadows were important to all of this. I started bringing color into it. I started trying to figure it out on a whole human lie fucking system called the table of elements, right? The table of elements is a fucking bullshit story, man. I mean, if we're really going to put that thing together, the standard particle is also based on lies. Everything's based on lies. Circles are based on lies. All circles should be turned into pies. All circles, I don't care what they are, and zero and circles should be used as little as fucking possible, because they have totally screwed the human concept. The human psyche, I should say, because the human concept is purposeful. It's all purposeful, just to keep us fucking dumbed down so we don't see what's right in front of our own eyes. So now here we go to the colors. So now I'm going to be bringing the colors of the lights and the colors of the shadows. That's a big deal. So, I'm learning things every year. It's almost like every day, but a lot of times I'm in denial of things that I'm learning. I'm in denial of them for a long time. I'll see them and I'll just feel the need to think about it for a little while. It's just too much too fast. So I just turn it down, because now here I am claiming that I'm just now learning about the colors. Nah, I've been doing the colors all along. It's just that I just learned another aspect of it. I don't know, battery's dying or something. Or I'm running out of memory. Something's wrong with these phones. I'll be lucky if the videos even upload. I can only put like one video on each fucking phone now in order to try uploading. They take a long time. It's crazy, man. It's fucking nuts. So now here I am, I'm big on the colors because I just noticed something else that I didn't think about before, really. Like using the black shadows, all of a sudden I was all impressed with myself last year when I realized I could be cropping with the light. But then thinking back, I was actually already cropping with the light for some time, accidentally. And it used to aggravate me because I thought I was drowning out images. But once I learned how to control the light while I had the camera in my hand, I realized, oh shit, I can show everybody things better if I'm cropping with the light, if I have more control of my light. Now I hold the light with my phone, and I also use red and blue light. That's what we as humans are going to see, that light that I'm using as red and blue. But yet the plants will see it as white. The plants don't even see those red and the luminance, and everything is different to plant life than to human life. And there are other animals, fish and creatures of the sea are not going to see that red and blue bulb as red and blue bulbs. They'll see it also as I believe, a white light, or a white and blue light, I believe they might see. But not in the blue bulb, they won't see the blue light. It'll just depend on the K factor, I believe is what I'm looking for, is the word, the K factor of the bulb that I'm using. So humans, I know that if I'm cropping with the red light and I start, I'm sorry, if I'm cropping on my light side of my moon, I'm going to do this. It's just that I'm not going to talk about it while I'm doing it because then I get aggravated. I'm just going to hit the moon, and when I do, you're going to notice that my cropper is going to now be red or green or whatever dark colors. And then on the other side of the moon where my light is, I'm going to be pulling in red light, blue light, and we're going to fuck around and have some fun, and I'm going to learn so much shit. But the problem is, I'm on my own. I'm all by myself. There's nobody else to learn this shit with. It would go much fucking faster if everybody else would go look and get involved. Anyways, the camera's fucking dying. Let me pull this back. Go back up here. Camera's gonna die. The memory's already almost dead. Back to the clouds. This filter works really good. Let's see. Go right here for the last 10 minutes. Oh, they are going that way. No wonder the other ones disappeared. I had the direction wrong. I was standing there for a few minutes. I don't have any shade above me to really look and pay attention without hurting my eyes. So there we go. show you guys something real quick since I'm doing this video. Let's see if you can see it. Yeah, you can see it. This is a one of my old EMNC boxes laying around in the garage, bouncing around in the garage, and usually it's, yeah, I think I can open it. Actually, I can, but usually I can't open it. All right, so if you look inside, I'm gonna do this because I'm smoking a cigarette. I'm gonna try to do it one-handed. Let's see. All right, so if you see in here, I had that eyepiece that I took off one of those video games headsets, right? And then on the other side was a camera in here. Where am I? Oh, my thing right there. All right, so the camera was here. It mounted right down here. You see the slot, and the camera would go in here. I had several different cameras I would do this with. What that did, it did several things because I could put another camera right here at the. Let me do this. There. Okay. So right here at the eyepiece, I could put another camera right here at the beginning. So you're looking right into a camera, and then I didn't need this. I didn't have to do this. So I had several of them, a lot of them set up. And you see it has this thing for a post down there, because I used to set them up on the mountains. I used to go up to the local reservation in different places around here, and I used to set them up and let people come and look at the clouds through this. And this would take all the sun out of your eyes and make it a more pleasurable experience than, you know, having your head steered up towards the sky all the time. It does fuck your eyes up. So I wouldn't want to do that to anyone. Then on the other side, I had this set up because I used to put the filters in here. This is for a different camera. This comes out. But I used to set the eyepieces up in here. That's why the screws here, because I used to set them in so I could put the filter on. And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. But nobody fucking, you know, the few people that I got to look, it was tricking them into looking. And once they seen what they seen, it never came back. What are you doing? Look at this shit. Look at that shit. Going on. You know, the pool's ready too. Okay, if you want to go. You know what I found I need to do to do those? I found I need to do those. I could have done it past, but I got to. Don't get this shot under there. You never took it out when I was playing with that. It's gonna take a long time to upload this. It's a long video. It's gonna take all day to upload. Look at a huge fucking face coming over the horizon. Nobody sees it. They see it. They fucking see it. It's just nobody looks. Because they see me out here with the fucking camera all the time. think I want to start another video. The battery don't die.